and welcome to 5 Days International Webinar Series by Kind Beings and Esamaad Foundation. Before I introduce you to our resource person, I would like to brief about the two organizations. This webinar, named as Pratibim, is going to discuss about the social issues and the resolutions regarding that. We all know how we have faced and already facing this situation of pandemic all over the world. And for this, regarding this time, we took an initiative of creating these webinar sessions and accessible to everyone through the Facebook Live sessions. Now, I would like to tell you about the organization Kind Beings, a team of youngsters working extensively for social welfare of vulnerable sections, especially providing educational facilities to underprivileged children since 2018. Esamaad Foundation, or Esamaad itself, India's first Maithili e-newspaper, which revived the long-lost regional language newspaper in Bihar in 2008. In times of paid or fake news, they pledged to deliver truth and be the voices of most rural areas of Bihar. The Esamaad Foundation has been working extensively for the upliftment of underprivileged children. They have been functional in times of severe disasters and pandemics such as encephalitis and earthquakes. And I would also like to share with you that today is the 91st death anniversary of Sarkar Tirhut, or Maharaj of Darbhanga, Sir Rameshwar Singh, well-known name of this Tirhut dynasty. And I would like to share with you that he has been the president of Hindu University Society, and also appointed the first Indian to be appointed as executive of Lieutenant Governor's Council. Also, I would like to share that he has been the Knight Commander for Order of Indian and British Empire. He was the founder of Maithili Mahasabha and Bihar Hindu Mahasabha. And now I would like to introduce to our resource person of today's session. I'm really grateful to have him for this event as our first speaker. He hails from Tamil Nadu, Dr. P. Sakthivel. He's professor of political science. He's professor in the political science department and deputy controller of examinations in Annamalai University. He holds 22 years of teaching experience in political science. He also remained HOD of Political Science and Public Administration Department. He has delivered lectures at various premier institutions across the country and at global level. He has written many articles in Hindustan Times, renowned newspapers, Hindustan Times, Tamil newspapers, and on many web pages. He also holds expertise in cyberspace knowledge. And today, the topic of discussion that he's going to share with us is cyber security amidst pandemic COVID-19. As we all know, after this pandemic has struck the world, we have all gone into these online platforms, the online mode of study, the online mode of teaching, or in whatever way that you can say, we are able to access the world right now through digital platforms. And that's why it becomes quite important to discuss about the issues that are coming in between during this cyber world. And I would like to I would like to introduce you to our speaker, Dr. P. Sakthivel now. Welcome to the session, sir. And also, I would like to introduce you to our partner manager, Mr. Faizan Ahmad from Kind Beings. Faizan on air.
Thank you so much, Komal. Myself, Faizan Ahmad, as a project manager of Edushala. I'm working here from 1 year. Right now, we are giving a virtual classes from class 6 to class 12, and we want any child which is not able to get their proper education. So we consider them to come this platform on the virtual classes to give education to them, all those underprivileged students. So this process continue till. Voice is clear?
Yeah, you are audible. Ready.
Yeah. Okay. Komal, your voice is not clear. Komal, your voice is not clear.
Hello. Now is it audible?
Yeah, it is
Yeah, no,
audible
it's
right
okay.
now.
Okay. Sir, please have the honor. Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, Shaktivel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, fine.
Okay. We
Uh,
begin the session.
so, yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and indeed, I am very happy. And today, it's very fortunate for me to associate with Etisola, Delhi, and I'm very thankful to my good friend Komal and Faizan for being extending invitation for this international webinar series on social enigma and its resolution. Especially, you are conducting during COVID-19 pandemic. And not like previous virus, the case of Ebola, Zika virus, SARS virus, or Nipah, COVID-19 has entered almost 213, 214 countries and virtually affected the socio-economic life of everyone, irrespective of elite, middle class, lower middle class, poor people, and especially the vulnerable community is the migrant population. And I'm really wondering, I'm much worried about socio-economic conditions of the migrant population. So we are all very fortunate as being a government employee. I get salary and I am very secure in terms of socio as well as economically. But whereas the people who are working in unorganized sector, their their socio-economic situations are it is deplorable. And one important thing, when Komal contacted me and she wanted to be part of this webinar, I thought that I could talk about cyber, what we call cyber attack or cyber crimes in India. And certainly, the cyber security is number one focus. And certainly, I think I'm audible. I'm right. Um, my voice is good also. So I have chosen cyber security as my topic, and most of the people, most of the resource persons, they will focus about other issues, socio-economic implications of what we call as COVID-19 pandemic. But one important area that is negligible area or which received less attention by various stakeholders of the country and various stakeholders of the global level is cyber security. So the cyber security, certainly it is going to be very, very interesting as well as useful. Even the COVID-19 pandemic that is going to end, fortunately or optimistically, by 2020, and 2020 will be an excellent year for everyone. But this cyber security and cyber attack, cyber crime, it is going to influence, reshape our uh, politics and our social life. So, with your permission, I'm just going to share some of the PowerPoint which I have prepared for this session. And kindly just be online, and I will just share with the PowerPoint. And very interesting information, even the latest information that appeared today in newspaper, and I'm just going to share with you. So, my dear friends, and the next 40 to 50 minutes, I'm going to talk about cybersecurity in the amidst COVID-19. As already told, this is the less importance is being given because the priority is how to save the life and how to contain the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. So now the people are not paying much attention, but I wanted to pay your attention, and I wanted to draw your attention to the fact that cybersecurity is the number one issue, and which is going to influence, which is going to have a very, very high level of socio-economic impact in your life. So one such instance, if you come across, if you encounter, and certainly your economic loss cannot be measured, and there is a link between cybersecurity and national security also. So this is my focus, and I'm going to focus. Then coming to cyber security, it is nothing but it is a offline that which I am talking to you, and I'm sitting before you, and I'm sitting in my society. It is a offline. And coming to online, this is called cyberspace. Online is nothing but sometimes it is called as internets, sometimes it is called as online, sometimes it is called as cyber. So cyber security, it is a number one issue, especially after 2000 or after 1990, and every nations are paying much attention for the cyber security. And here you come to the point. It is a malicious use of information communication technology, either to target or it is a tool to subjugate a nation. It is a tool to subjugate, to suppress a particular community people, especially the women, especially the children or the kids or the online learners. And this is called the cyber security, cyber issue. And coming to cyber security, when you see on the one side, we wanted to minimize the effect of cyber security, cyber threat. And on the positive side, cybersecurity will focus about protecting our cyberspace from any threat, as well as it is an attempt to protect our what you call is a national security system, our computers, the data which you are storing in your computer, etc., etc. So when you protect your security system, and especially during the COVID-19, ICMR or any institutions, IITs, even the state level universities are doing excellent research, and they collect data of the COVID-19 pandemic affected patients and the people. And these data are going to be stored in a computer or in the server or in the cloud computing. And certainly, it is the duty of the government, it is the duty of the state partners that they will have to protect the vital data. So, this is about the cyber security. And you are all very comfortable with international politics. This is my one important area which I am focusing on, that is teaching international relations in my university. And I too also delivering lectures on this particular topic. And my dear friends, before 20th century or up to 20th century, and it was a conventional war between superpowers. It was a conventional war between or among the developing countries or the developed countries. In conventional or traditional war, it was what we call this as the impact is very heavy on the civilian, and they are going to target natural resources. And most of the occasions, they kill innocent people. And you know what happened between South Korea, North Korea, and what is going on between Israel and Palestine, India and Pakistan, and especially what is happening between India and China. Even China in this situation, COVID-19 pandemic, and also posing a threat to our security, national security, sovereignty of our country. Now, what happened with the Galwan, what happened with the Leh, and what happened with the line of control between India, China and India. And there is an aggression from across Chinese border. And every day the Chinese troops are, and the government is pumping in what we call as Chinese troops across the border. And this is what we call as a conventional war. But now, in conventional war, the people they use weapons such as armed, the fights vehicles, helicopters with the loaded arms, and compact aircraft, and the intercontinental ballistic missile, multi-continental ballistic missile. We have Agni, and the Pakistan is hiring Gauri, and even China and Russia and France, and almost the superpowers, the developed countries are having an aircraft or the what we call it as the weapons that can able to target a 15,000 kilometer, 20,000 kilometer weapon. So our range, the Agni missile has the capacity of targeting 7,000 to 7,500 kilometers. These are all called as a conventional war. So there you will have to rely upon manpower, and you have to pump money for the military budget. But now you come to the other side, that is a new war at the international level is a non-conventional war, or non-conventional weapons are being used in international politics. Coming to non-conventional, this is completely different, which I'm coming to COVID-19 pandemic also. Some scholars, even including Americans or even the European scholars, they said that it is something, a biological war is being instigated by the China from Wuhan, Now they are the targeting, and they wanted to um, disarm or wanted to affect the economy of the US and other countries. So kind of a new war and a neo war is going on between China and the US. So coming to non-conventional, that is a new war is nothing but using biological, chemical, nuclear, and ballistic missiles to continuously posing a challenges to the democratically elected government. See, India is one side. We are fighting the virus COVID-19, but at the same time we have to fight and we have to check the infiltration from the China or the border of China also. So this is the two way which our energies are being wasted and our money is being wasted. And you know what happens sometimes before 20 our soldiers they sacrifice their life. So when come to the neo, that is a non-conventional war, simply by using a biological weapon, simply by spreading the virus, bacteria, fungal, and other toxic material, and certainly it is going to cause, we are unmeasurable, unimaginable impact and influence on the life of the human being. So the death casualties of humans, animals, and the plants, natural resources. That is what I call it as a bioterrorism attack is also taking place during the COVID-19 pandemic. So I told previously, in conventional war, they target a physical identity, whether the parliament attack or the Twin Tower attack, these are all conventional war. And, Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminal, Nariman Point, or even, what happened in Mumbai serial blast, or Uri sector attack, or in the Coimbatore serial blast, or any blast, the criminals, the terrorists, and the fundamentalists, they target the physical identity of our country. So the parliament is a physical identity of India. But as a political science teacher, I know the parliament is a what we call as a physical identity of country, and naturally we have to protect it. We have to protect our land. We have to protect our people. But now, in a situation where we have to fight the criminals with what we call as a cyber crime and cyber attack. And our country is a classical example for democratic state, a democratic nation in the world. So here, there is two different systems. One is a democracy and another is a totalitarian regimes. I call us some of the Gulf countries or some of the African countries and especially the Chinese country. There, the system is a totalitarian regime. My dear friends, you may come across this news. Once you enter China, automatically by default, your mobile application will be loaded in your mobile phone. Whether you like it or not, it will automatically, once you entered the airport, once you entered the Chinese land, your mobile applications will be installed in your mobile phone. That is your Android or iPhone, whatever it may be. Then continuously the government will track the passengers. They track whether you are a civilian, whether you are coming for any purpose, and continuously they monitor. So in this slide, I just shown that the totalitarian regime, they love spyware like Pegasus, and that can help them to track the dissidents. So India, such kind of measures we are not following because it is a democratically elected government. And even coming to the cyber security, nowadays we have come across a cyber attack. The cyber attack is nothing but there is an assault launched by the criminals using the computers against one or few computers or against one entire system. Our Indians digital economy is account for 14 to 15%. Now there is an ample opportunity for India to attract multinational companies investment in India. Now the government is taking central government, state government, especially my government, Tamil Nadu government, and even Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka. Now we are trying to attract the foreign direct investment. So once the foreign direct investment come to India, so you need not to come physically and you need not pose a threat to the existence and the survival of the foreign companies or MNCs. By targeting their security system, computers, and their network system, you can create a panic. And the criminals, they wanted to convey the message that the land is not safe for investment. So that is ultimate purpose. Recently, the data was released, that is up to 2018 data is available. As per the Data Security Council of India report, India has been the second most affected country by the cyber attacks. So this information is not known to the people. And we are paying attention for some other issues, but unfortunately, and adequate attention is not being given to the cyber attack. And according to the Business Standard Report 2018, that is one of the latest data which I am having, 76% of Indian business were affected by cyber threats. 2017, 18, we have seen ransomware attack. The phishing mails will come and the malicious software will hamper and will affect your computer system. So when you give back, when you pay the money, then the criminals who are sitting in Nigeria, sitting in Israel, or sitting in some other country, I don't know where they're sitting, and you cannot trace the people also because their whereabouts you cannot identify. So if you once you pay money, once your amount is deposited in their account through internet, then they will release the software or they will remove the virus from your computer system, then it will function. So under this situation, you can see from the PowerPoint, now the money or the growth in cyber security market is it's a good compared with the 2019 and what we predicted by 2022. And the Niti Aayog, there is a Niti Aayog, they prepared a document, and I'm just showing from that document only. It is authentic data that there is a spike in growth rate, especially the data security. That's a 22.2%. There is a growth rate. And you can see that identity and access management, network security, or security, especially with the computer or the network. And there is a growth in our investment as well as growth in the market system, which shows that the cybersecurity is one important issue which we have to pay our attention. And coming to national cybersecurity policy, my dear participants of the program, and this is India was one pioneer country with the futuristic measures. We have prepared a national cybersecurity policy 2013. And I'm happy that now the government is formulating national cybersecurity strategy 2020, and this is going to 2020 to 25 they are going to focus. So now that the document is being prepared, and ultimately our purpose is to bring or is to provide a safe, secure, trusted and resilient and vibrant cyberspace for our nation's property. So don't think that the Sakthivel is talking about the cybersecurity only other that is other focus. No. When the cyber security is available, then my children, my women, my counterpart, various stakeholders of India, they can be very free and their privacy is being protected. They can share the data, they can access the data. And even now the current position, now we are moving from one system that is a 4G network to the 5G network. And from conventional storing of information, and now we are moving to cloud computing. So we are data is being stored in the cloud computing, that is in the Gmail, or it is with the help of the Google server. We are amount of data is also being stored in the internet, and artificial intelligence has come. I'm so happy that Kerala has introduced artificial intelligence and enabled camera and the CCTV camera. They are going to install in most important cities. I'm sure that other state is also going to implement, and your state and Bihar and even Delhi is also going to introduce. So with the artificial intelligence enabled, that is CCTV, what is goodness about this system is, and they will detect your face and they will detect your temperature in your body, and whether you are maintaining social distancing, and whether you are infected patient, you come to public place, and all your movements are being checked. So the data collected with the CCTV camera is the artificial intelligence enabled system. So that is the situation. Now it is our duty, government duty is to protect and ensure a safe, secure, trusted internet system. What is it? Safe, secure, and trusted internet system. So that is the purpose of 2020. Now the document is being prepared. So the objective of this national, what you call cybersecurity 2013, protection of information in the cyberspace. So I don't know whether my informations are being protected in the internet system, but the government is taking enormous steps in protecting the data, valuable data, big data about myself and about my Indians and my fellow citizens. Now the government is committed to protect the data 24/7 mechanism. So continuously we have to protect the data and any possible cyber threats through National Critical Information Infrastructure Prevention Center. So apart from 36 centers, This is the number one system which continuously monitoring any kinds of cyber attack in India. So I already told that it is a continuous process. And here I wanted to mention Computer Emergency Response Team, that is a CRT in India, has been designated to act as a nodal agency for coordinating any crisis management. My dear friends, now we have removed 59 Chinese mobile applications. And there is going to be a possible attack, that is a cyber attack from China also, or instigated by the China, or from any part of the world. We can also expect. Now the union government, especially the Home Ministry, has warned state government that you should be very careful, and there is going to be a possible terrorist attack through the cyber world. Now we have 36 different central bodies to look after the cyber issues, but we are doing our level best. The government is doing its level best, but even despite all our efforts, and continuously there is going to be a cyber attack. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, Google itself accepted there is 18 million malware-linked virus is available in the internet. Malware is nothing but it is a malicious software, malicious virus is being spread to your computer. And if you don't have a firewall, if you don't have a reliable, tested, what you call is a virus security system, and certainly your computer is going to affect. And already told that the health system, they are dumping n number of information about COVID-19 pandemic affected people's data, as well as the information related with the research R&D is also being stored in the each and every hospital's health system and with the government also. So now the government is putting a lot of efforts, sweating to protect the data. You can see from the PowerPoint that there are major cyber attacks in 2016, as the bank announced. I don't know, informally or unofficially, how $1 million or the money which has lost for the bank, I don't know. So 2016, there is a 3.2 million debit cards were leaked. And 2018, Cosmos Bank located in Pune, and they lost 94 crore because of the malware attack. And even September 2019, significantly in my own state, Kudangulam. The Kudangulam is some 500 kilometers away from the place which I am sitting, that is in my native place. Kudangulam nuclear plant is available. It was also attacked via malware. And even Tamil Nadu government recruiting agency, that is a TNPSC, and a high level, please understand, please note that high level official websites by the Union Ministry, Defense Ministry, were also targeted by the cyber criminals. So it is very easy, my dear friends, and I'm not sure, or I predict that there is not much war between India and Pakistan, not much impact or big war between India and China. But if there is a war between India and Pakistan, or India and our neighbors, China especially, then the casualty is both sides. And amount of money which is going to loss for the both countries very high. But whereas in the cyber attack, it is very, very cheap. And I should say that if you develop a malware, if you develop a ransomware attack, then naturally very less cost you can target the security system, and you can also get back money. That's one. And I use Dr. V.K. Saraswat, the member of the Niti Aayog, and his own data. So who are behind the cyber attacks? Especially during the COVID-19 also, the perpetrated from outsiders. So from inside India or the domestic level, the indigenous level, the attack is very, very minimal. And the cyber attacks are very, very high, especially from our neighbors or from the other parts of the country. And 25% involved by the international actors, that is non-state actors. State actors is nothing but Indian is a state, and Sri Lanka is a state, Bangladesh is a state. And there are non-state actors are available, my dear friends. That's the non-state actors are Al-Qaeda, Jaish-e-Mohammed, or Lashkar-e-Taiba, or ISIS, or Federal Bureau of Investigation, etc., etc. So 18% is being conducted by state-affiliated actors. And another is 2% is West, and some cyber criminals are also involved. As my presentation, my dear friends, I told some ransomware statistics attack in 2017. If you see that how much of money or the millions of dollars we have sacrificed, and all the data is available. And once you pay the money, and they will provide you the solution, and your computer system will come to normalcy, and it will start functioning. So once, if you don't pay the money to the criminals, cyber criminals, what will happen? You cannot use your computer, or the data is being stolen from your computer cannot be get back. So here, during the COVID-19, and I should appreciate the steps taken by the Indian government, because we wanted to show our face, and we are not a patient or mute spectator. When any aggression from the China, there should be a fitting reply should be given from our Indian side. There is a nationwide alert I already told, and I'm just giving a warning to you people also. Your mobile phone and your internet system, your computer is also going to be attacked by the cyber criminals. So be careful, and I'm just going to share some of the security tips also at the end of the presentation. Now, the cyber security expert said that India's ban 59 Chinese app, it is only a starting point. And we have to go extra, and we have to scrutinize the companies already they are receiving funding, or already there is a foreign direct investment from China to India, and there is an electronic market system is available, and a computer system or device makers and apps already the Chinese are having some investment. Even recently, the Ola also the China invested money, and Zomato is also they are going to invest money. So when they come and they invest, and when Chinese devices, Chinese product, especially the microchips, if we are using, it is a potential threat to our sovereignty, potential threat to our nation. So be careful when we are using or log into the computer. And the senior government officials, they want all the state, especially the telecom and the financial service, you have to monitor very closely. And whatever the company are giving exposure to the China, and they should be very careful. And even, my dear friends, cyber crime officials, they warn during the COVID-19 pandemic, and there are scamsters and cyber criminals are available. And you can see from the PowerPoint, the quick support is one mobile app is available, any disk and a team viewer. Suppose if you installed these mobile apps in your cell phones, kindly remove, and it can take a screenshot without your knowledge. Suppose if you are entering your email address, or suppose if you are entering any information in your computer, and it can take a screenshot, and especially in the what we call as mobile banking, when you entering the password, and it can take a screenshot and it will transfer to the company, and naturally your data will be without your knowledge, without your concern, the data is being forwarded to the company, particular company. So be careful, and when there is a app is free, don't download. And I will tell you later what are the security tips available. Even for the Prime Minister, Chief Minister's relief fund, there are some cyber threat and malicious link and fake emails are floating. And they will give you a link that if you wanted to donate money to your Bihar Chief Minister's relief fund, or Tamil Nadu Chief Minister's, or the Prime Minister Care Fund, if you click the link, and automatically from your account, from your bank account, the money will be transferred. So, friends, every day there are 50 to 60 what we call as complaint the Chennai police and the Tamil Nadu police is receiving every day because of the scamsters and the fraudulence. And even you can see from the PowerPoint that the conventional crimes are decreased during the COVID-19. So from US to South Africa, from US to Latin America, or the France or India, what we call as the conventional crimes are decreasing. For example, cheating the people, public place, highway robbery, or what we call as attacking the people for money, it is come down. But at the same time, there is a spike in cyber crime related issues. And you can see Chicago is one important city in America. There, there is a decrease in the conventional crime. And even online child pornography is increased 95%, not only in other state, other country, but also India. So when more people sitting in front of the computer, chatting with the people, spending time, social recreation, social relations, automatically you will be exposed without your knowledge. You will be exposed. So recently, I don't know whether your WhatsApp is being hacked, but my WhatsApp was not hacked. But there is a information in the what we call as Home Ministry has warned that the WhatsApp was attacked by the cyber criminals. I don't know from which country. It is very difficult to trace the people also. So what we think that WhatsApp, but Chinese are not using WhatsApp; they are using WeChat. But now it's a time to, as an appeal to my techniques, and I appeal to my engineers, my cyber experts, security experts, we have to develop our own indigenous alternative to the WhatsApp, and we have to develop it. That's called India app. So it is going to be a social media platform. So information being shared in the WhatsApp or Facebook, it is not 100% protected. Please understand. Your WhatsApp is also being hacked. So this is especially in the month of April, and in the month of March, lockdown is implemented, and almost 100 days is going to complete or going to reach, and scamsters are continuously targeting your security system, attacking your network system, and some bogus mails you are also receiving. I too also received, and I will show the mail which I have received from some criminals, and they contact the people that they are called as bank officials. They wanted to get your Aadhaar details, bank account details, and even CCD, other password, etc., etc. So here for creating awareness. So this is a mail which I have received on 25th June, and stating that I am your trustworthy partner. So this is one simple email I'm just showing you. Similarly, I have received n number of emails, but I don't react. I don't respond. Immediately, I will put it in the spam. So this is a cyber attack with my own computer. And if you respond, some people they wanted me to discuss with something. What they will discuss with me? What they will discuss? And they have a lot of money. And if you give your bank account details, then we will transfer the money. Definitely, they will not transfer your money, and they will steal on your money. And be careful. So this is the simple. Now in cyber attack, the people are waging war with India. I don't know from Gulf country, I don't know from Pakistan or from China or our unholy neighbors, but there's a battle is going on in internet, and India is not a safe place for minorities. And in social media, it is a place, or it has become a perfect tool for waging war against communalism, Sigat, or even in the aftermath of Tabligh Jamaat event, Delhi, and some rumors, hundreds and thousands of the rumors are being spread. So this is one kind of a cyber attack, because the cyber criminals, particularly one religion, particularly one community people, one class, they wanted to focus that India is not a safe land for the minority. And I'm sure that I can say minority, whether linguistic minority, religious minority, or ethnic minority, India is the safest place in the world. Compared with Indonesia, compared with Pakistan, China. China, you know what is happening inside the China. I know there is a massive human rights violations are taking place in China. And Chinese government itself is having the problem inside. But being the press is censored, and you won't get any information from China. And naturally, the China, the totalitarian regime, there the system is completely different. So now people wanted to create some misname. They wanted to have a character assassination. India's name should be completely damaged at the international level. So this is about TikTok, and 15 different bands apps are banned. A list of mobile apps I can just show you. And now, as I already told, my dear friends, and future there is going to be, and there is a possible that from our across the country, across the territory, there is going to be a digital war, and banning of Chinese app according to our Indian government by the Union Minister. It is a digital strike, and banning the TikTok, and I can't pronounce it because I am not using the TikTok, and banning the TikTok. Naturally, there is a 40,000 crore loss for the company in China. That is what estimated, and I read from the newspaper also. So there is going to be a possible cyber attack also. And I get the data from Economic Times. That is, we have permitted a Chinese company for a long time, and their investment in infrastructure is very critical, and the communication is very critical. And we should be very careful in the forthcoming days that there is a possible attack from the China or elsewhere, or maybe instigated by the China, instigated by our neighbors. Definitely, there is going to be a war, digital war against India. So now, as per Siddharth Viswanatha, the leader of cybersecurity at PwC India, now the companies that have funding from Chinese investors will be under scrutiny, especially the technical platform. I told that 14 to 18% of the India's total economy contributed only by the technical, that is ICT companies. So banning Chinese app is a possible preemptive steps. That could be a large scale surveillance is very very essential. So coming to other side, um, we have Google Chrome, and everybody is using as a Google Chrome as a search engine. And once you download the Google Chrome, there is another 100 malicious links are default. It will come to your computer. So this malicious link, as per the Google Chrome, they said that the Google company, you have to remove this malicious link, and they are also trying to remove this malicious link. So it will default by default it will be stored in your computer, and the computer emergency response team is also found a certain malicious link in the computer also. So now come to the very important point. My presentation is it the cyber world is a shrinking for women? Yes, I should say it is a shrinking for cyberspace for women. See, women, they are all very important partner in our life. The women is account for 50% of India's population, and in some states they are above 50%. Now their contribution to the economy is also very significant. I am very thankful and I am very happy that our co-anchor is also female, and she is a very significant player in our market system. Now, when feminists think all around the world, they think that and they feel cyberspace is a meant for both men and women. So cyberspace is nothing but, my dear friends, it's like a family. It is a public place where the people can chat without any fear. But even the data, 70% or 71% of Indian women, they encountered any kind of human rights harassment in the cyber world, as per the data. Now, it is our duty to protect the women's rights in the cyber world also. Now, the cyber criminals from across the country, they also target the children, they also target our women because they are all vulnerable community. So now the women will have to adopt numerous strategies. So as I request to the participants of the program, especially women, children, you have to adopt certain numerous measures and the strategies to deal with the online abuse. So don't ignore and the moderate comment. You can retaliate, and you can also block the persistent any vicious abuses, or you can also report to the incident to the, your family members or to the police. And when you show your face, definitely you can protect. Now the women are reluctant. I'm not having any reluctant. I'm not having any fear when I'm entering the computer because I'm a male counterpart. But I told the women is a vulnerable community. When the women enter the internet with extreme carefulness, but at the same time, I should appreciate our Indian women, especially the urban women. They adopt numerous measures to protect their system, to protect their rights in the cyber world. So, why the women are not disclosing the information or the incident with the parents? So once they disclose the information with the parents, immediately the right to use of internet is being curtailed. So that is the number one reason. So 90% of the kids and women are not informing to the parents, and not informing to the friends, and not informing to the other stakeholders or the police. So the right of internet is very important. I'm happy that recently Germany started to enforcing any hate speech against a government, against a sovereign state, or any violation in social network could also face and fine up to 50 euro million. And now I also request the government, and as you are all NGOs and other partners, very key players, we have to also think in the same line. And any hate speech in the internet and that particular social media platforms, a particular individual should be responsible. So we have to give you a stringent punishment also. So these are all the steps. Don't think that the government is not patient. So government is not a mute spectator. And we have IT Act 2000. Then we have IT Act 2008. On the other day, when I was talking with the cybercrime against women, I have extensively discussed. So these acts are very, very essential because it protected the women's rights in both online as well as offline work. So without the consent of the women, you cannot disseminate the information, you cannot circulate the information in the internet. And we have the central level monitoring system, national information system is available, center NIC is available, and record information. That is, the data is being compiled by the NCRB, that is the National Crime Records Bureau. And I also use some data from the NCRB. And certainly we have a computer response system also. Then coming to the last part of my presentation, I'm just going to finish within 5 to 10 minutes. There are new challenges in cybersecurity. One challenge which we are encountering and I too also encountered it, is how to protect my data. So, when Komal was introducing me to the audience, I was a deputy controller, and certain computers in my system, my office, we don't connect with the internet. No, that facility is not available. You cannot use CD, you cannot use pen drive. All the options are disabled. The reason is once you connect with the internet, without your consent, without your knowledge, all the data will be stolen. All the data will be taken over by some ex party or third party. Now the law enforcement agency is evolving. Yes, kind of security measures to protect the data, big data stored in the cyberspace. So protecting your data, privacy is very, very important. So that is the first challenge in cybersecurity during the COVID-19 or in the aftermath of COVID-19. So misuse of social media platform by the terrorists or fundamentalists, and now social media has become a perfect tool to recruiting youth for terrorism purpose. So what happened in Jammu and Kashmir, what happened in Northeast, and even in Gujarat, and even my own state, Tamil Nadu. Young people are being recruited through social media platform, Facebook, Link India, Google India, or other platform. Because I'm very very sorry, I'm not very comfortable with the social media platform, except WhatsApp. I don't use any other social media platform, and Facebook also. And now I'm thinking I can enter. So this media is being used for recruiting a youth for terrorism purpose. So this is a second challenge, a number two challenge with the government cybersecurity. And coming to third is a lukewarm international cooperation we are getting. Now, what I request to the world community, there should be a proactive measures in the form of international cooperation in combating cybercrime is very, very essential. So, friends, don't think that the Indian government alone can check, Indian government alone can fight cybercrime. No, 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 no. It is a giant venture. I'm happy when talking about the virtual conference by our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, and she ready to contribute the money to SARC emergency relief fund also. There he focused about exchanging of information, sharing of data, etc., etc. So now we need a international cooperation, and threats from unorganized cyber criminal groups are very, very essential. So every potential threat is coming from our terrorist and fundamentalist organization. Every terrorist organizations are having ITV. Every fundamentalist insurgency group is having IT, that is information communication technology wing. Now they are waging war with India, not directly but indirectly. Now there is an acute technological cold war. It's between India, China. It is between India and the Latin American countries, or India and Pakistan. It is going on. So I told already, it is a very very sophisticated form of war. Is neo war, that is called biological war, technological war. So this is one important point. And I'm so happy that this 2020, that is a national cybersecurity strategy, I think after the COVID-19 is over, or in mid of COVID-19, the government is going to release the strategy for 20 to 25, that is in 5 years. And certainly this vision, the proposed vision is to ensure safe, secure, trusted and vibrant cyberspace for national prosperity. So nation's prosperity depends on your prosperity. Nation's prosperity depends on individual. That is men prosperity, children, women. So everybody will have to contribute for the nation's development, the nation's prosperity. It is actual our contributions. Don't think that one section of the people alone can contribute, but it is a joint venture. It is a collective efforts. So only through robust cyber security measures we can minimize cyber attack in India. So don't think that only with the present system we can able to what we call as we can able to uh, at the lower at the minimal level we can fight a cyber war against cyber war. So here my last two slides I'm just going to finish. And this is very very important, and please listen to these slides. I'm not a technical expert, but as a humanities and as a humanitarian, as a very responsible Indian citizen, I wanted to request all the people that keep all your information very, very safe and develop a backup data for all your information being stored. It is better though to connect your computer, at least one computer, one laptop without connection with the internet. You can store all the data. Even the COVID-19 related research is data in whether it's US or Germany, it is being stored in a computer where the computer is not exposed to it. My dear friends, American president is not permitted to use Android mobile phone. It is only Sakthivel, it is only Faizan, or it is only Komal, and we are using Android version mobile phone, but he is not permitted to use it because very potential threat is our mobile phone. So have a strong password, and your password must be very strong. So any cyber security, it also include individual security also. So frequently change your password and don't convey this password, or your password should be something different. And don't have your name, or don't have your what we call is your date of birth or your vehicle number, mobile number. Don't have it, and prepare or develop a very strong password. And ensure that you have installed the original, not pirated antivirus software, because very important. If you have a pirated antivirus, it cannot check, it cannot filter, it cannot be a firewall which cannot filter, check any malware or spyware, ransomware attack also. So download software and mobile applications only from the trusted sites. So 2 days before, I was just listening one video from Telangana. One music, sorry, not music. One very responsible military, not military, police officer was talking to audience. Now you wanted to search something in the Google, don't click which are available in the Google. You type in the Google search engine that you wanted to buy something, you wanted to listen or wanted to apply for UPSC, type Union Public Service Commission in the Google search. Then after that a link will come, then only you can just click the link. So don't click the link which are already available. So trusted site, see that whether it is secured HTTPS, that yes is very important, secured. So regular updates is very important, and very important thing is I just wanted you to appeal. Don't connect your computer laptop with the public Wi-Fi, because the public Wi-Fi is very potential threat. So when you connect with the public Wi-Fi without your consent, without your knowledge, the data is being stored in your computer or in your laptop or mobile phone can be transformed. So, as a responsible teacher, as a political science teacher, it is my duty to remember that all the internet users are strangers, and we should be careful. And if you are having your own group, you are having Facebook account, when people admitted, even the Facebook recently they given a option to the people. There is a lock facilities available. If you lock your profile, nobody cannot see, nobody cannot download your profile also. So such a social media group is perfect. But apart from social media group, when you are able to, when you are encounter, when you happen to meet internet users, be careful that they are very strangers. And another thing is extremely careful about the personal information. Don't share your personal information, your likes and dislikes, your investment, your interest area, your mobile number, your address, other details. Even when you go to the showroom where you wanted to buy a car, and they will get your feedback also. So give limited information and don't give all the information. But what I am practicing, I never disclose my personal information. I just write my name and I will just write my native place only. No address, no mobile number, I will not give you. So be extremely careful about meeting your online friends, and save all the communications, take a screenshots, because when in future if you go and file a complaint in the cybercrime or with the police officials, these communications are very essential. So all the emails should be very careful, and ensure that your Wi-Fi and your system is very perfect. And I wanted that your life should be happy, and any possible attack, any possible threat, we have to we have to be very careful. And so these are all, as a responsible teacher, I wanted to convey to you. And once again I thank Komal and Faizan and other office bearers of Vijay. I'm really happy, and I think I have done justice, and hope that from this lecture, kind of awareness is being spread. And really, I'm thankful to Komal and our own team members for inviting me to this room, and sharing my perception about the cyber security, cyber attack, from nation level to the individual level. So cyber security, cyber safety, it talks about both state and civilians, citizens also. Now it's over to Komal, and I'm thankful to you also.
Thank you so much, sir. I must tell you that the most of the viewers that we have right now are females. listening to your lecture, and that's really important. It was most important and sensitive session topic right now, the cybersecurity, because since this lockdown and COVID thing happened, people have switched so much to the digital platforms,
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
people who are not so friendly with the digital platforms or any websites or social media handles, they have switched to it, and some people who are totally unaware of the facts and how to use the social media platforms, now they have switched to it, and somewhere they have faced quite problems. Sometimes cyberbullying cases have been heard a lot
yeah.
these recent
Stalking
times.
and other issues are
Yeah,
also taking
yeah.
place. Yeah, yeah.
And for kids also, sir, as the school students have switched to online platforms, there have been a lot of cases coming up, as you are aware of it very much. I attended your sessions personally also, organized by Annamalai University. I must say,
Yes, yes.
those sessions were quite very helpful for the students. And I request you, sir, please, I request the university to please continue those sessions. They were very
Yeah,
informative. All the professors, whether sir, I'm missing his name, Dr. C. Subramaniam, Dr. Anbu ma'am, and everyone were very wonderful as lecturers, discussing the recent topics of society and problems right now. And
yeah.
sir, I'm very
We have to speak about the contemporary issue, and as you rightly said, that e-learning and e-classroom, without sensitizing the children, immediately on Friday morning, the teachers are sending the link, and they compel the children to link and sit before the computer for morning 2 hours, after 2 hours. So, had they ever think about the security of the children, health conditions of the children, and then without any basic instructions, they immediately stop the classes. So they should
sir,
convey how to be very safe in the online classes, and these instructions they never convey to the students also. So as you said, is rightly pointed out, it is a contemporary issue, and certainly, and it is going to be useful. And I created and I instigated your mind. Now many discussions from Komal and Faizan.
sir, I see a lot of yeah. Faizan, go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, during this pandemic, we have seen a lot of cybersecurity issues. So one of the question is here, SS security socket layer (SSL). So what does mean and how did it work? It will be certified.
Just repeat, sir, once again, please.
The security socket layer
Okay,
(SSL).
okay.
How
Sorry,
did
sorry, sorry. Sorry, sir. I'm not having much knowledge about. So I told already I'm a political science professor and a humanities man, and my knowledge, technical aspect is very very minimal, and I can be able to talk about the political aspect, the security aspect, the sovereign aspect. Now we can move to the next question, please.
okay, Komal?
Very good. Very good. There is one question from Mr. Senthil Kumar, and
Yes,
he's
yes,
from
sir, yes,
yeah,
sir,
he's from Tamil Nadu. So
yes, sir.
despite the security warning and the hackers are again and again that they are targeting and they are targeting the bank accounts of our civilians. Here, Mr. Senthil, there is two things. One is as a government level, they are developing some kind of measures through National Security Policy, Cyber Security Policy 2030. Now we are preparing IT Act 2000, 2008 is available, and other legal measures are available. For what of time, I cannot go detail into the legal measures. So here, one thing is at the individual level, we have to be very sensitive. We have to be sensitized about the menace of cyber crime, and we should not allow such people to enter into our domain. So the hackers they will come to your room, they will come to your mail or with your social media platform. Why do you wanted to react? Why do you wanted to furnish those data? And bank is very frequently saying that they never seek any data from you. Government is very frequently saying that they never seek any data from its citizens. So why you wanted to furnish the data? So at the individual level, we can encounter. At the state level, the government is developing a firewall, and the government is preparing a kind of robust security system to filter or check any kind of possible cyber attack. So by two way, one is by government level as an individual level. we can protect our valuable data without disclosing, without getting to the trouble. That is my answer. You be aware and you be sensitized. That is the purpose of this program. Not merely sitting 1 hour and spending time and getting a certificate. It is not a purpose. So we should go beyond. We should go beyond getting the certificate, e-certificates, and we have to adapt as measures to protect ourselves in our life also. So another thing is some not much questions, but a useful session. Yes, sir. Is and I'm really thankful that I can today I have learned a lot of friends from different parts of the country. And any questions from audience side? I cannot see.
So there's one question.
Okay.
Uh, Someone is asking that after this lockdown, the hackers have been, since the dependence on digital tools has increased, so the hackers are targeting the new people, the new users and social media platform that for people who have newly got on those platforms. So how to get over with that?
Yes. Miss Komal, I already told Faizan also listening. So we are immediately on fine day morning. My father purchased my mobile phone, iPhone 11, iPhone 10, and never sensitized about me about the menace of cyber world, the menace of cyber crime, and even for getting a driving license, we have to wait 1 month. We have to every day we have to get a training, and then when you can apply LLR, then driving license will be given. For mobile phones and other things, we never teach, we never sensitized our stakeholders. And it is our duty that after the COVID 19 pandemic, certainly are in the midst of COVID 19, when more number, 1 billion users are are entered every day in the internet. So the total is 1 billion. So we have to sensitize and we have to teach the other side of things. That is evils of the cyber world, cyber crime also. Only by proactive measures by the parents, by the teachers, by the education system only, or by the technical experts, we can minimize it. Otherwise we will be in big trouble, and no one can, because even government sometimes cannot help you, because you cannot trace the people where they are sitting and where they are contacting with you, chatting with you. So we ourselves be sensitized, we ourselves should learn the safe measures, how to download the app, what are the apps we can use, and what are the proactive measures one can adapt in minimizing the cyber attack. So now what I'm following in my life, I never disclose my details. I never disclose my unnecessarily my email address, my Facebook account, or my WhatsApp number. I never shared with my students also. So any question answer, you just send it to, or you can discuss it in the classroom. Not possible, you can mail me. So such kind of measures only you can protect yourself. Over to Komal.
So limited use is also an option, I guess. If
Yeah,
we
I
limit,
told. Yeah. I think I use the same phrase in my last presentation when you attended. So minimize your social media. See, you can chat with your parents. You can enjoy your life with your friends, and you can say that no, there is a 100 like, no one will come. I think the reason I don't want to mention the actor name and who acted as a Mahendra Singh Dhoni in a movie. So how much of people, millions of people are followers. This is the virtual world, and this fellow committed suicide. Why? The virtual world is a completely different. What world which I am sitting with Komal, which I am sitting with Faizan, which I am sitting with Kanchan Rai or Gauri Shankar Rai, etc., etc., etc. So please understand, cyber world. I am not requesting you to completely relinquish the cyber world. You be in getting with the cyber world, but adopt robust, numerous cyber security measures. That is very, very important. And don't give your personal information, and see the authenticity of your app and install. So if it is available free, don't install. Just simply throw. And happy that one mobile app was developed by one our Indians. That is a Remove China app. I have installed in my mobile phone. I have scanned and I found that there is only one Chinese mobile app in my mobile phone. Next minute I removed. And my friend, my neighbor, when he installed the same and scanned the computer, sorry, mobile phone, 13 Chinese mobile app he is using. What for he is using, and I don't know. But simply showing that I'm having this much of mobile apps. For nonsense purpose, this fellow downloaded everything. So the casualty is the loss is for him only, not for me. Such a proactive measures will help you, will save you, and don't land in trouble. Be happy. Safe surfing is our agenda, single agenda. Enjoy. Thank you.
Okay. So,
Thank you,
so shall
sir.
I? Thank you so much, sir. It was quite informative session. There's one thing that I would also like to ask. I wanted to ask that most of the apps. There's one person who is asking already, so I just came into my mind. The apps we download from the Google Play or the Apple Store or wherever, they ask for quite informations. They want access to all the media files from our phones. So how can we manage that? Because without giving the access, the apps won't work. So what could be the solution for these app companies to not breach into the privacy sections of the mobile phone or person's?
So
Yeah.
my dear friend Komal and in Google, that is a Play Store, they admitted that 2000 plus malicious mobile apps are available in Play Store itself. Okay, don't trust that whatever is available in the Play Store or iPhone Store, whatever is available. iPhone is okay, something different, and they have the security also.
Mm.
So when you do okay, wanted to access your media file, okay, wanted to access your data, okay, contact data, phone. I also download. Before I download the mobile app, I will read in the Google review and I will discuss with my security people that whether I should download this particular app. And Komal, think twice. Faizan, think twice, thrice before you download the mobile app. Whether this mobile app, you can download Flipkart, you can download Amazon, you can download Tata Click. So Tata Click is the number one and the leading platform, social, that e-commerce platform is available. So there, your security will not be breached. But downloading some app, TikTok, instead of dancing with your children, but you are dancing with your mobile phone, taking a video and sending to Shanghai, sending to Wuhan. See, all this nonsense I don't like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mm.
And maybe some people are provoked. So this app,
No,
why you
sir.
wanted to
We agree
download?
with you. Totally
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with you.
Why you wanted to download all the
Obvious,
nonsense
obvious,
and get into the trouble also? So
obvious.
only through sensitization, only through proactive measure, I told already, awareness only you can escape from the menace. But don't think that I have never encountered any cyber threat, a cyber attack, because my computer is a very safe. Only trusted mobile app I'm using. Firewalls are very safe. And I told already, my system, my office system, never connected with the internet. So, but don't discuss with others. It is very, very secret. But tempted to say my computer and one of my computers are not connected to the internet. I'm not permitted to connect. I'm not permitted to share my office very confidential information with anybody. So these are all some measures you can also adapt in your life. Please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Faizan, do you have to say anything?
Sir, one question. Sir,
Yes.
one of my friend, when he was earning about 60, 70,000, so there is banking sectors, they will always ask for the insurance for the loan. And when he was earning more than that, 1K plus, so they are saying you will come and join this loan and for any other insurance. I don't understand that where they get the number, because he
Ahmad,
didn't enroll anywhere, any place, and he get the number. He will text them, he will mail them. I don't understand that. How they get
so
that data?
yeah, Truecaller is available, and you are
Mm.
going to take your Xerox copies of your Aadhaar number. You wanted to take a Xerox photocopy of your certificates, and whether you are sure that they are taking only one copy of your Aadhaar card, you are not sure, because they get your Aadhaar card and they will go to the inside room. They will take it to printouts. There is a lot of movies are available. You can see the movies how they are cheating. This is what we call as a big data. It is available with the BPOs, service sector. They are having your data, and even from my university, you can collect the data, my mobile number, my email address. But such things I cannot avoid. But immediately I block them. 78 or
Yes.
73 mobile numbers I am blocked, and don't get into the trouble. Even they put a lot of restrictions. Don't accept all the nonsense. Show your face. If you are a woman, show your face. No, I don't want this thing. Immediately you block the number. Don't continue the conversations. So such kind of measures I too also adopt in my life. So when you furnish your number, that is your mobile number with the car company, they will transfer to the agency. And you will share your number with the particular bank, they will share with the outsourcing companies. So such kind of robust data system they are having, mobile numbers of the customers they are having. So think twice before you furnish. Even while you are traveling in the train, they clean the toilet, they clean the cabins, and they will come feedback also. That they wanted you to furnish your mobile number. I don't give my mobile number. I will say good or bad, excellent or bad. I will just rate only. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will choose. I will write my name, even sometimes without my initial also. My email address I don't give. Even if they compelled, I will give my some wrong email address also. So that is maybe important for them, but not important for me. So simple thing, Pradhan, simple thing. So only by simple measures you can protect yourself. This is my humble submission.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank you.
sir.
Thank
It
you
Yeah,
so
thank you
was
much,
for
sir.
a wonderful
very
opportunity. And
beneficial.
yeah. Fine, fine.
Yeah, it was very informative session. I
Informative
cannot
session, sir.
think of, yeah, the most sensitive topic right now has been discussed by you so beautifully and so clearly. The PPTs have shown us facts, figures, and everything happening right now, and the threats that we can face. And also,
Yes.
sir, I would like to bring up one thing that last year, if you remember, or Fazan, if you remember, there was an Osaka summit happened, and there was a case of data localization being discussed. Uh,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
so
Yes.
I want you to do a little bit of explanation on that. That why is it a threat that a country should not share its data with, especially because most of the centers, the digital platforms are accessed by US centers only. So how can we escape from that?
I'm so happy that you are not conducting your webinar in Zoom. I'm happy and I'm appreciating. In Zoom, most of the classes, most of the meetings are being convened there. And this is a very, very potential threat also. So the data which you are sharing, maybe that Zoom, it is being developed in the US, but the server and the infrastructure is being developed by the Chinese company. It is a collaboration between the US and the Chinese. So most of the time when you share your data, that the server sitting in China, the data will go to the server in China and it will go to China to US. So naturally, the data is exposed to third party, exposed to other countries. So such is a situation. Definitely, we should be very careful where you are sharing your data, from which organization you are sharing with your data. And even when first time I received a phone call from Komal, but I remember your name in the chatting group because I was an anchor, like Pradhan, I was also anchor in my program. So once after having the confidence that okay, Komal, okay, already I come across. So Komal is my trusted my friend. So then only after 2 or 3 hours only, after recognizing you, then we have a screenshot of the entire program. So after going through the screenshot of the live chatting and you ask the question, your name, etc., etc. After that only, after conference only, then I responded to your WhatsApp. But not most of the people are not doing. I'm talking about the local level as well as I'm talking about the government level. So be careful, extremely careful about which platform you are sharing, which institutions you are sharing the details. Even Truecaller, as I can see from the chat group, Truecaller is also not trusted, and I never installed the Truecaller. And only with the name or only with the local number or within my state number, I can attend the phone call immediately when I think that it is a nonsense phone call. So immediately I will put it to the blacklist also. Don't worry about the loss is very very minimum for you. But once you get into the trouble, your life is peaceful, is going, your financial loss, etc., etc., etc. So that is my humble submission. So this is very difficult, Pradhan and Komal, without affecting the sentiment of people. We have to talk very, 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 what I call as in a very polished way. We have to convey the message to the people because so many people are using social media platform and don't think that it is not only life. Life is outside the 5.5 inch screen life. Outside the 6.4 inch screen the life. Okay. So don't spend more than 31 hour with the social media. when you spend more time, as you rightly said with Komal, sitting in front of the computer, unnecessarily sharing the information, you will be in trouble. I'm not in trouble. I will be happy because I am sensitized, and same way you should also sensitize. So thank you for your wonderful opportunity, golden opportunity, and really I enjoyed. So with this COVID-19, this is my 19th lecture, and yesterday, not a day before yesterday, I completed 18th one, and this is the 19th of my webinar. So
Great.
thank you for the wonderful opportunity and great opportunity from your side also. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Nice to meet
Thank you
you,
so much,
Faizan.
sir. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
Faizan
much,
much.
and
sir.
Komal,
Thank you
Thank,
Faizan.
so much.
Yeah,
thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
yeah,
Thank you.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
So I'll just end the broadcast and you just be
Yes.
in the room.
Yeah,
Just be
waiting,
in the
just
room.
waiting. I'm just waiting.
Uh, Thank you everyone for being with us. Please join us for the next sessions tomorrow with Dr. Praveen Kumar Jha, and he'll be sharing with his views on education and Scandinavian pattern of implementation of laws. So we'll see you tomorrow.